Guys, are you able to hear us? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Can you hear us?
Wait, we heard that there is a sound problem. Let me.
Okay, so the sound problem is sorted. We were tricked by our technician. I guess the sound was okay all along.
No, because this thing, it was on. That's why I just off it.
All right.
This thing means mute. So
you put us on mute?
No, I don't know. It was suddenly there.
Okay, so I understand our sound was not on. So we will introduce ourselves again. This is Arav and this is
my mother Preeti.
And today we are going to share a very warm and fuzzy story with you. It's about the moon. It's also about a boy whose name is Cosmo. Cosmo loves the moon and the moon loves Cosmo back. And they both come to realize that there are lots of things that depend on moon. You know, moon affects lots of things. So what are those things? Let me quickly share with you some fun facts about the things which are affected by moon. Okay, and in case you're new to the channel, in case you're new to our page, this is our 8th story on Facebook Live. You might want to check out the previous stories. We are sharing the link of the previous stories with you on our comments. So please go and read the comments. You will find the link to YouTube channel and also the link to the Facebook page. All right?
Can I tell something?
Yes.
Did you know actually when astronauts go on the moon, I mean the real moon that's here, not in the story moons, there's actually water and very little gravity.
Very little gravity in the space.
Yeah,
You're
and very little
right.
water.
Very little water.
Yeah.
Right. That's cool fun fact. So let me share 2 more fun facts with you about the moon. Are you ready with your listening ears? Are you sitting down nicely on the mat? I can see you. Perfect. I see you. You're good to go. Let's go. So our first fun fact. Do you know, like, this is the moon and this is the sun. Which is the sun? Sun and moon. Sun and moon both have their gravitational pull. They both like to pull the water, the tide, the ocean, right?
Yeah.
But because moon and what happens when they are both trying to pull? Suppose 2 people are trying to pull you. What will happen?
It will happen that one side will end on the sun and the other side will end on the earth.
So
let me tell you the time in India. That's why India's on the like side of part, but it has also some sun. So in India, the time is more early. In Singapore, it's more late.
Okay, but I was talking about the tug of war. So the sun is pulling and the moon is pulling and there is a tug of war. So what happens to the water in the ocean? There are tides because of this tug of war. So sometimes the water goes up and sometimes the water dips down, right?
Yeah.
So these are the tides and the tides are caused by the moon. And you know, between the sun and the moon is closer to the earth.
Yeah,
so the effect of moon is twice that of the sun on the tides. So the moon makes the tide go up and down, rise and fall, rise and fall. That is fun fact number
1.
Fun fact number 2. The moon also affects animals. Did you know that?
No.
So the animals, they get used to the ways of the moon. For example, sea turtle, when it has to lay its eggs, right, to make new babies, it will do that on the day of the low tide. When the tide is not coming to the sand, then it will put its egg on the sand and the eggs will have a higher chances of survival, right? Awesome. So let's go to the story now. Cosmos Moon. This story is written by Devin and the beautiful pictures in this stories are by Mark. Cosmo loved the moon. He had moon pajamas and a moon nightlight and stars and moons all over his bedroom. Can you see Cosmo's bedroom, Arav?
Yeah.
Every night, Cosmo's mother and father gave him a hug and a kiss and they tucked him into his bed. But just as soon as they closed his bedroom door, he threw aside the covers, ran to the open window, and watched as the golden moon appeared on the night sky, just above the sycamore tree which was outside his window. And as gentle night breeze blew across his curtains, Cosmo would talk and the moon would listen, just like friends do. So cute! Some nights, Cosmo would tell the moon the funniest stories and his happiest dreams. Some nights, Cosmo would tell the moon about sad things. And like best friends always do, the moon listened to his good days and his bad days with equal interest. Some nights, before going to bed, Cosmo would take a walk in the moonlight. And no matter where he walked, it looked to Cosmo as if the moon were following him. I'm going this side, let me see. Huh? The moon is right behind me. I'm going that side. Let me look. Whoa! The moon is right behind me. It looks like the moon is following me. Is it possible?
No, because the moon spins around the earth.
Really?
Yeah, the moon spins around the earth. Oh. When the moon spins around the earth, when you walk also, the moon is actually not following you. But actually, because the moon also spins, it looks like it's following you.
So Cosmo said to his mother and his family, I think the moon is following me. I know, said his mother. It fools us that way. It's because the moon is very big. Not exactly, said his father. It's because the moon is far, far, far away. Actually, it's both, said his grandfather, holding a large coin in front of Cosmo's nose. It's because the moon is so very big and yet so far away. But Cosmo wasn't so sure. Lately, the moon seemed to be just behind him all the time. Just behind him. When he was eating breakfast in the morning,
Huh?
when he was at recess in the afternoon.
How can a moon be in the morning and afternoon?
Exactly. While he was on his way home from school. What? The moon is still behind me in the afternoon. And at his little league baseball games in the evening. What? The moon is still behind me. What is happening? For Cosmo, it was always night time. And the day his family sat down for a picnic lunch in the afternoon, they saw the glow of the giant moon. What? In the afternoon? Cosmo was barely able to see the piece of cheese in his hand. I don't even know what I'm eating. His father finally asked, where in the world is sun? The moon seems to be out at the oddest times lately. Morning, afternoon, late afternoon, evening. You see up there? The moon is there. I told you, father, said Cosmo. I think the moon is following me. His family stared at him. What? But yes, the more they thought about it, the more they realized that Cosmo never seemed to be without his moon. How strange, said his father. How odd, said his mother. How wonderful, said his grandfather, and he gave Cosmo a hug. And he told him, you must be a special boy, Cosmo. You must be really special, my grandchild. Sometimes it was difficult to know just when to go to bed, and it was almost impossible to wake up on time because the moon is always behind them. But slowly, the family got used to the constant glow of Cosmos moon. Are they getting any mornings, Arav? Like any sun?
No.
It's always
Moon.
it's always moon for Cosmos family. Then what happens? Until one night, knock knock, knock knock, knock knock, there was a knock at the door. It was a group of astronomers. Who are astronomers, Arav?
I don't know, but they look much more like robots.
They look like robots. Astronomers are scientists who study about the universe, the sun, the moon, earth, and different planets.
But look at them.
They look funny, right?
Yeah.
Astronomers wanted to know why, after millions of years, the moon had changed its ways. They had spent days and days peering into their telescopes, and they believed the boy who lived at 29 Luna Lane had something to do with the moon's behavior. Why does the moon seem to be up in the sky every time nowadays?
Because the moon likes the boy, maybe, and always want to listen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's find out. It's confusing the oceans, said the first astronomer. The tides can't come in without the moon. The second astronomer said, it's confusing the flowers. The morning glories never get any sun and they never bloom. It's so confusing. And the third astronomer said, it's confusing the dogs. Listen to that racket. Woof. No, woof woof. Is that dog? Yes. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof woof. They're always howling. The dogs are howling all over the town, howling at the moon that never left the sky, always at the sky. What's happening? So, were the astronomers happy about it?
No.
They seem to be really
Sad.
upset about it. Cosmo's father said, surely you are not suggesting Cosmo has anything to do with it? That's exactly what we are suggesting, said the astronomers. Perhaps you are hiding a giant ray gun on the roof of your house. Or you have an ultramagnetic stealth beam from a radio. You're using some kind of science to affect the moon, aren't you?
No.
Said the astronomers. How diabolical, said another astronomer. Now Cosmo's father said, that's absurd. That means it's ridiculous, right? Are they doing any of those things?
No.
Are they hiding something at their roof and affecting the moon?
No.
No. The question is, said the first astronomer, glaring at Cosmo, why is the moon following you? Why, Cosmo?
Because the things we like the moon.
I'm not sure, said Cosmo. I will ask him. Ask him? Laughed the astronomers. You are going to ask the moon, Cosmo? They thought it was terribly funny. But, whoops. Arav, let's not flip the page, honey.
Okay.
But Cosmo climbed the stairs to his room. and leaned out of his bedroom window. You have been following me, said Cosmo, and the moon seemed to blush. Yes, said the moon, I have. But why? Asked Cosmo. The moon beamed. Because you are good and kind, said the moon. You talk to me, and I know I make you happy. I wanted you to be happy all the time and not just during the evenings, said the moon. Gosh, that's nice, said Cosmo. And for a moment, they just sat enjoying each other's company like friends do. Finally, Cosmo said, it's wonderful, really. But the ocean tides are lost without you. I didn't realize, said the moon. And 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 the morning glories, they never bloom. I hadn't thought of that either, the moon answered. And the dogs are making an awful racket. I do know that, said the moon. And they listened to the howls of the dog from down the street. Finally, the moon said, But Cosmo, don't you want me to be with you? Don't you want me to be with you?
Yeah.
Of course, said Cosmo. But you know what the best part is? It's watching you come up each night. The way you appear at the end of the day. But now you're always there. I guess I missed the part when I used to watch you come up the night sky every day. The moon said, Oh, Cosmo, that's a lovely thing to say. And they both stared into the branches of the sycamore tree. I guess never saying goodbye means you never get to say
Hello.
hello. So the moon said a very wise thing. I guess never saying goodbye means you never get to say
Hello.
hello. And the moon looked to the faraway oceans, and he smiled at the morning glories, patiently waiting to bloom. Then he turned to Cosmo and he asked, Will you still be there, Cosmo? Cosmo,
Yeah.
will you still be there?
Yeah.
Will you still be there?
Yeah.
Will you talk to me?
Yeah.
Will you talk to me?
Yeah.
Every night, said Cosmo, I will be waiting right here by my window for you, Moon. And then the Moon decided
Hmm?
to go back to its
Oh.
normal ways. The astronomers at the living room were still laughing when Cosmo came down the stairs. And when he told them that the moon had agreed to return to its orbit, they laughed even louder until a gentle beam of sunlight broke on the horizon and shined through the window. And the tides returned to their to and fro against the sand. The morning glories, they bloomed once again in the morning sun. And the dogs, they returned to their usual ways of bearing bones and chasing the neighborhood cats. Is everything going back to normal?
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you will see the moon quietly sneaking into the daytime sky. You know why? Do you know why?
I just want to spend a little extra time with Cosmo, the boy who loves him the most.
Most of all, that's right. Those are the days when the moon wants to spend just a little extra time with Cosmo, the little boy who loved him most of all. Most of all. And that's, my friend, is the end of the story of Cosmo's moon. Can you see the moon outside your window just now?
Yeah.
Make sure you go and say hello to the moon outside your window after we
Wait,
finish the
can I
story.
tell you something?
Yes.
This is so true. Sometimes in the sun, the moon is actually there.
Yeah, because it wants to spend just a little bit extra time with Cosmo. You can also be friends with Moon, you know. So, Arav, what did you like about this story?
Mm.
Was it like the best friendship ever between Cosmo and the Moon?
Yeah.
They were very good friends, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a good friend?
Mm.
Just like the friendship between Cosmo and the Moon. Do you have a special friend?
Yeah,
Just like
Jovan.
Cosmo has his Moon?
Jovan.
Javon is the special friend for you?
Jovan and Samuel. Yeah.
Make sure you hug. Oh, you can't hug him because of social distancing. Make sure you give him like a virtual hug, like this. Can I teach you virtual hug? So you can hug yourself. You cross your arms, you hug yourself, and you tap yourself, and your friend will receive your virtual hug. Okay?
Mm.
So make sure you give your friend a virtual hug next time you see him. And now we are ready for today's quiz. Hope you enjoyed the story.
Usually, I just sing him soul just to give him a high and show him some things. He also show me some things. Yeah, until they have to go.
That's cute. So now we have a quiz for you. So all of you listen up, okay? What are the things which are affected by the moon? So there were some things which were discussed in the story, and we also shared some things with you during the fun facts. So tell us two things that are affected by the moon, okay? How many things?
Two.
Write down in the comment section if you know the answer, the two things which are affected by the moon, and we will announce the winner of the quiz during tomorrow's story time. See you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on Facebook Live. Take care of yourself, stay home, keep smiling, keep boosting your immunity, and don't forget to say hello to the moon. For now, it's time for us to say ta-ta to you. Bye-bye. Ara, bye.
Bye.
Bye.